10,
9, 8,
7,
6,
3,
2,
1.
0.
All right, welcome everybody to Fire versus NOC. I am your host, Jake from State Farm. Thanks for coming, and we're looking forward to an exciting match here. Very excited. Still waiting on some team members on behalf of NOC. Still have Flash in here. Drop your predictions on who is gonna come out on top on this payload. We got some. We have great talent on both sides, and it's really gonna determine who's gonna really show up. Or looks like we got Boogahud. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I'm not totally sure, but so far I got 2 members from NOC, and still waiting on one more for Fire. Looks like we got Panda and Panda's dropped, but looks like we have Flash and Renegade now, and Panda is back in. Still waiting on 2 more members of NOC and 1 more member of Fire. Just so everyone knows, this is my 2nd ever cast I've ever done. So bear with me if there's any technical difficulties, and we hope there will be none. And once again, I just want to thank everybody for once again joining in. Still waiting. Finally, we have a full team for Fire. Gel Arthur has joined, so now Fire has a full team, and we are waiting for 2 more members of NOC. What's up, Lila? How you doing? Is everybody hearing my microphone all right? Just want to make sure that I'm not cutting out at all. Yeah, that was a tough game yesterday. You got some tough opponents, but y'all did really well, especially for a team that you're going against. You know, they've been together a long time, and Berserk, you know, have experienced players, but just joined. It seems to be that way, unfortunately. NOC me. Oh, we have 4 players for NOC now. So yeah, Berserk is a very strong team this year. Got some great players. Man, I'm hoping we're gonna see some action between these 2 teams. Hopefully, we don't see a forfeit. Be a shame to lose out on some quality gameplay. Take a look at the other side and see how everybody's doing over here. I'm a little new to this, but is it 20 minutes? Oh. I guess that's, I guess that was a forfeit? Or is the server down?
Ten.
9, 8,
7.
This main scene. Still waiting on one member for NOC. Hyperdash is a great game, Joel Arthur. Everybody loves it. So, there goes my back. Alright, it looks like we have a full team for each side. So hopefully we're going to be starting soon here. We have Panda, Renegade, Flash, Assassin King, and Booga Hood. I hope I'm saying that right. And then Fire, we have Airwolf, White Wolf, Joel Arthur, Gadget Man, and Bulldog. Looks like we got some fresh talent on NOC, and Fire has been around for a little bit, so they've got experience for if this were to go to a control point. I think it's gonna be like the last match I casted. We thought that Thieves was out, but they ended up coming out on top with a control point. So honestly, at this point, it's could be anybody's game. Just depends on whoever has the more focus. It looks like I am not able to. Get some team strats going on and trying to figure out everything. Hash out the plans. Yeah, they are on Amsterdam, so there is a ping advantage for fire, 100%. But sometimes that isn't the only case. You know, we've seen teams cut out on top despite having a ping disadvantage. But it is difficult. It's not easy. Everybody knows what it's like to play with 300 ping and your shots are going through people and you can't really hit anything. Looks like we are getting ready to start up. Get some fist bumps there with Gadget Man and Panda. And it looks like Fire dropped one person. Oh, doing some talking over. I'm not sure on that. Turn on some Hyperdash music. Those roosters like to wake us up nice and early. It's never fun. Me and my wife like to make fun of our cats because they like to wake us up whenever they're hungry, even if it's early. All right, looks like we have a full team on each side finally. So maybe we're going to be getting this payload started. Yeah, it looks like we are off.
Prepare to start.
Take a look at some rockets up by Booga Hood. Doing some little art.
Match starts.
Got some shocks up with Panda.
1. Go.
And we are off. Assassin King ready for a little ambush.
First elimination.
Nice pick by Renegade. Still kind of waiting. Taken out by Jill Arthur. Making some pretty good time on this cart. Still moving. Hasn't been stopped thus far. Booga Hood getting some good kills with rockets, ends up killing himself on one of his teammates. That's one for the highlights. Got Panda grabbing Dash in the back. Setting up, gets taken out. Oh, he ends up surviving. Getting some cart stoppage here. It's a good kill there. Good kill on Renegade by White Wolf. So far, White Wolf being a menace to NOC. Get some good kills. So far, card is not moving. I think we got some got rockets up. Rockets are now down. Taken out by White Wolf. White Wolf gets a good pick on Assassin King there. Well ahead on time here for cart. Lots of time to get checkpoint, and faster you get on cart and through that checkpoint, gives you more time to get to that 100% mark, which is great for the MMR, which every team wants to get. So far I got rockets up and some sight lines that are kind of stopping fire from advancing any further. Cart moving just a little bit, not much, but a little bit. Still getting taken out every time they try to get near it. Need this, looks like Fire needs their team to kind of spread out. Get rid of these other players out here that are kind of stopping them from getting on. Finally, cart moving forward just a little bit. Assassin King grabbing some health, gets taken out by Gadget Man. Ends up killing himself. Don't know if he got the other guy though. Arthur getting a good kill there. Gets taken out by Assassin King, who is doing a great work of making a menace of himself. Just attacking that main rail whenever fire tries to get in. Good kill by Boogahood. And that's checkpoint for fire. So now it's all about moving this thing forward and getting your disruptors out there to make sure that the other team has no room to breathe. Good kill by Jello Arthur. Another good pick for Jello Arthur in that alleyway. Cart not moving, but now it is, finally. Assassin King is doing a good job here of making sure that fire doesn't have any breathing room, but now Cart is finally up and moving again. Still gotta make good time on this one, because it looks sometimes teams get stuck here with the other defensive side gets rockets up and make it hard to make any progress here. And it's all about getting your disruptors forward and making sure somebody's able to hop on cart if it's knocked down. Assassin King doing a pretty good job of getting in some good sight lines, but despite all that, Fire is able to throw some bodies at Cart and just move it little by little. Some great dash work by Assassin King. Thanks, babe. Not too bad for somebody hopping in cold turkey for a stream, but we'd like to see it because we want all our matches to be casted. Gonna take another angle here and see how Airwolf's doing. Cart moving forward just a little bit. Looks like Assassin King getting a good pick on Cart. I definitely think we're gonna see hopefully we'll see 100% here. You know, Fire's got the talent for it. But NOC is doing a pretty good job of holding him back. Alright, looks like White Wolf's got some SMGs up. We have seen in the past that this is a very strong player. He's taken out by Flash. Flash doing a real good job at keeping some good sight lines on Cart. So far, Cart not moving at all. I think we've got a good combination of SMGs, and pretty sure we have rockets up and And a double kill there for Panda with pistols. Wolf's taken out by Renegade, who's still doing a real good job of making sure this cart doesn't move forward, and we're down to 1 minute and 50 seconds, so I think it's time for Fire to step up and get this cart moving, or otherwise they may not see 100% here, which is something that can hurt a team for sure in terms of MMR. Fire is starting to realize that, because get some more people out there, and finally cart is moving forward. Now at 90%, but still 1 minute and 10 seconds left is going to make it really hard to move forward here. Got some shocks by Boogahood, doing real good work, making sure that there is no breathing room here for Fire. White Wolf takes out Boogahood. Maybe I am underestimating Fire. Get a little moving right there, but
10,
these rockets are still a menace.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Red team wins.
It looks like NOC is finally stopped Fire from getting to that 100% mark, so if NOC is able to really mount a good offensive strategy here, then we could see a NOC winning this payload. I think it is well within their means. I think Fire is realizing that they really need to come out on top with making sure they stop NOC here, and I wonder if they're going to be looking for a pre-check here. I think certainly that Fire has the capability to get a pre-check here. It is all about stopping cart for those, those 10 seconds, 5 seconds. It really counts, because if it's not moving, then that's valuable time that is being lost for our cart team. Assassin King doing a good job of disrupting and taking those dashes away from fire. Really good kills here by Assassin King. Finally taken out by Joel Arthur. Assassin King going back to his usual thing and just making sure that fire has no room to breathe to stop Cart. It is moving forward ever so surely. Got White Wolf back with SMGs. Wolf doing a real good job like always, but still taken out by Flash. And Joe Arthur wins that one-on-one duel. That's checkpoint for NOC, so now the clock is ticking for them to beat that 93% by fire. And if NOC gets forward enough, then we could see a payload win by them. I think it's well within their means right now, for sure. Especially with Assassin King and Flash doing a pretty good job at getting out there and disrupting all those sight lines that fire has for Cart. Once again, finally taken out by White Wolf, who's taken out by Boogahud. So far, Cart's hitting that 70% mark, and we're making some pretty good time. And I was kind of thinking that Fire would have a bigger response to NOC most likely wanting to beat that 93%. So far, they are still holding them back. He's moving ever so slightly. Still 6 minutes left. So there's a lot of time for NOC to kind of group up here and rockets up by Bulldog. who's taken out by Flash. Looks like Bulldog was a little bit too far forward there. Joe Arthur coming in with some shocks, who's taken out by Assassin King. Still being an absolute menace to Fire here and not allowing him to get any movement here. We got NOC at 85%, so 4 minutes 45 seconds to go. So we got there's a lot of time for NOC to win this payload. So we're gonna see if Fire is gonna try and mount a big defense here, or if NOC is gonna push through and Renegade. Coming in there and being a disruptor. Check on some of the other angles here. Assassin King taken out. Health. He's taken out by Bulldog. He's doing a good job here, for sure. Cart moving just a little bit further. This 3 minutes and 30 seconds is going to be crucial, because Fire really needs to pick up the pace here and make sure that NOC has no room to hop on cart. So we're going to need somebody to, looks like Fire's going to need somebody to stay on at all times to make sure that it doesn't move forward. Grabbing some SMGs. Still 91. Oh, cart is moving 92.17%. Man, it just keeps moving forward ever so slightly. Again, Fire is gonna have to have somebody on cart at all times. Otherwise, NOC will be winning this payload. Bulldog up with the rockets. And we are just barely good kill, but still taken out by the opposing team. Going back for rockets as soon as he responds. And looks like past that mark, so now it's all about not getting to that 100%. This is going to be a fantastic payload for them. Down to 1 minute, and doing a good job there. looks like Fire could hold them back for that 100%,
9, 8,
which
7, 6,
will be beneficial for them, even though they've lost this payload.
1. Time's up. Blue team wins.
That is a payload win for NOC. So Fire is really gonna have to step it up for this domination match on Corey. Otherwise, we could see NOC coming out on top. Some GGs going around by both teams. Great work by everybody. Chat, drop your predictions in there, and you know who's gonna come out on top on this Quarry. You know, is Fire gonna use that experience they have, and White Wolf, or you know, is not kind of the new kid on the block gonna come in and Assassin King glitching out there. Looks like we will be back momentarily for this domination match. Welcome back, everybody. Hopefully you're still tuning in and checking out everything. I was talking for like 2 minutes and just realized that my mic was still muted, so that's alright. It happens. Get some team strats going on here and talking it over, probably trying to figure out who's gonna do what on this domination. So everybody, wanna ask, which button do you think is going to be the most crucial here in this match? We've seen a lot of times that sometimes B can be a crucial point for both teams, and who's gonna, are these teams gonna be looking for a team wipe and then a button capture, or are they just looking for button captures and pressing it and holding it before the other team can get there? I definitely think that both sides are probably going to be looking for a team wipe, because that is one of the surefire ways to, get a point and really set the pace for this domination. Still got some yellow ping on Fire's side, obviously because of the server switch. So we wonder if that's gonna play a part in, if NOC wins this domination, because server advantage can always be very helpful. Still waiting to go into this domination. Might be having some connectivity issues or Just squaring some things away. It looks like we are off for this domination match. Start out watching Flash.
Blue takes C.
Grab C.
First elimination.
Got 3 people going down subway.
Red team scores 3.
Countdown for fire, but last minute counter by Flash.
Red takes B. Blue takes B.
Flash is taken out by Tenacious Dave, who's taken out by Renegade. Right now, NOC has B and C, so now it is time to make sure they hold those buttons. Or not the buttons themselves, but at least the positions around them.
Red takes A. Blue takes B. Blue takes C.
Joe Arthur getting a good kill there. Assassin King was taken out by Booga Hood.
Takes C. Blue team scores
Countdown for NOC,
2.
and that is a point for NOC right off the bat and very quickly. NOC really showing up and proving that they are a force to be reckoned with.
2.
Fire is really going to have to step it up here to
Takes A.
if they want to get this to a control point.
Takes B.
Joel Arthur gets a good kill on Booga Hood. Another good kill, who's taken out by Renegade. Renegade kind of whining and wait.
Blue team counters.
Good kill there.
Red takes B. Blue takes B. Red takes B. Red team countered. Blue takes C. Blue takes C. Red takes red countered. Countered. Blue takes A. Red takes A.
Looks like both teams are starting to regroup here.
Blue
We
takes
saw some countdowns by both sides, so I think Fire will be trying to get a countdown here, but NOC is doing a pretty good job of making sure that nobody's able to stay alive long enough
Blue takes
to hold these buttons.
Blue takes B.
Tenacious Dave getting a good kill on Booga Hood. He's taken out by Assassin King.
Score countered.
Last minute counter by Bulldog. Assassin King taken out by Joe Arthur even after getting 2 kills there.
Blue takes A. Red takes A.
Flash taken out by Bulldog. far, it looks like it's an all-out fight for C right now because Fire is looking for that countdown, but Nock is doing a good job of staying alive and
Countered.
Nock is.
Red team scored.
Notice a countdown for Fire. Last minute counter by.
C.
I don't know who that was, but last minute counter by Nock.
Red takes A. Blue takes A. Blue team scores in 3 countered. Red takes B. Blue takes A. Blue takes B.
Killed by Assassin King there.
Blue takes B.
So far, still at that 1 point for Nock and 0 points for Fire. There's a lot of time left on the clock, so there is room for error on both sides and room for each side to get a score. So either take the lead for Nock or to even out this game for Fire.
Countered. Blue team countered. Blue team.
Starting to get a countdown for Nock, and that was almost a team wipe. We were real close, but it looks like there was a last minute counter by Fire.
3 countered.
Joe Arthur rushing for B.
Blue
Yes.
takes B. Red takes B.
Good kill by Panda there.
Blue team scored.
That's a countdown for Nock, but still another last minute counter by Fire. He's doing a good job of making sure that,
Team scores encountered.
as I say that, they get a countdown, but
Red takes B. Blue takes C.
move to another angle here to see how
Blue team
it's
scored.
a countdown for Nock. The last minute counter, once again, by Joe Arthur.
Red takes
Doing a good job of being there just in time for those button counters.
Red takes E. Blue takes B.
Good dash work by Joe Arthur there to get the kill. Win that one-on-one fight. Was taken out by Boogahud. Doing some sneaky work there. White Wolf takes him out.
Red team countered.
Fire looking for a countdown here.
Red takes C. Blue takes B.
Once again, Nock is doing a good job of making sure that Fire is not able to have that countdown for very long to stand in the sights within button, able to press it just in time.
Blue takes A. Red takes A. Blue takes B. Red takes
Assassin King gets a good kill there on Airwolf. Another good kill there on White Wolf.
A. Red takes A.
looks like there's an all-out fight for this A, and I think that NOC is going to be looking for a countdown.
In 3, 2, 1.
Good button hold there by Flash, as well as getting the kill. And now we are 2-0. NOC in the lead. Once again, Fire is really going to have to step it up here.
2, 1. Match
There's
point.
one more point, and NOC will take this game away.
Red takes A. Red takes B. Elimination.
I think we're seeing a lot of young talent here on behalf of NOC with Assassin King and Flash. Both doing some great work
Takes A.
at spreading out and making sure that Fire isn't able to
Blue takes A.
hold those key points.
Red takes A. Blue takes A. Blue takes A. Red takes C.
Sir Void dropping the... And that's a countdown for Fire, but
Counter. Red to counter. Blue takes A.
I think NOC is definitely looking to finish out this game and looking for that third point to win this match because they are very close. I think Fire is doing a good job of realizing that, you know, this is
Blue takes B.
a point to hold out, but also they need to start getting some points on the board because otherwise NOC will still win.
Encounter.
Last minute counter by Bulldog.
Takes
He's
A.
taken out by Boogahud.
Blue takes C.
And that is an eye for an eye right there. That one-on-one fight.
Scores 3.
Countdown for Fire.
Red takes B.
Once again, still looking for that first point. But not doing a good job of making sure they aren't able to have that countdown for very long.
Blue takes B. Red takes B.
Some great dash work there by White Wolf.
Blue takes A. Red takes C. Blue takes C. Red takes A. Blue takes A.
White Wolf kind of lying in wait here.
Score countered. Blue takes C.
Nice, good kill with shocks there by Renegade.
Red takes A. Blue takes
Now
A.
revving the double shocks. I think he's waiting for that button in case one of his teammates
Red takes B.
or one of Fire tries to get that last second counter.
B.
Let's go get a different look here. While shocks are waiting.
Red team.
Countdown for NOC, last minute counter by Boogahud. Once again, doing a great job of making sure that Fire is not able to get that first point.
Blue takes B. Red takes B.
Good kill by Panda there, winning that one-on-one fight.
Blue takes B. Red takes B. Blue takes B.
kill by Panda there on White Wolf. Loses to Airwolf in that 1-on-1 duel.
Red takes A.
So far, 9 minutes and 20 seconds left. Still a lot of time for Fire to get 2 more points on the board and possibly a third to win this match.
Team scores.
There's a countdown for Fire, but last minute counter once again.
Countered.
Fire still looking for that first point, despite
Takes
8 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock. Just shows you that
Team scores.
that's a countdown for Fire. Still, that last minute counter.
Red team countered. Blue takes B.
Joe Arthur gets a good kill there on Assassin King.
Red takes C. Blue takes C.
Wow, so silent.
It's not that silent. What's up, Boring?
Blue takes
Not much. Just tune and see a match up between Knock and Fire.
Yeah, we got a super long game here.
Yeah, I can tell. See, Knock 2-0 up with 7 minutes left to go. Assassin King. Do you have Undead switch on?
Yes.
Red takes C.
Assassin King moving in and out, but is taken out by Tenacious Dave. I have got Fire from not pronouncing that name right in the behest. As 7 minutes counts down now, as Fire closing in to get a point here. They're attacking the home. They get the countdown, but their home is stolen before they can do it.
Blue takes C.
Panda now.
Knock is doing a great work at getting these last minute counters.
Yep, they're dashing in and out. They're moving on about, but they're not really putting the money, the money where the mouth is, I think is the saying, and moving into that countdown they need. The last one, a possibly match ending.
3, 2, 1. Countered.
Wow, last minute counter by Bulldog.
Countered.
Fire pulling out a little quick trick there to stop the Knock victory, I believe. Would it be a Knock victory if they won here? Or would it be a CP?
I think it would be.
B.
Who won payload?
It was Knock, so it's gonna be if the time runs
Fire.
out, then
B. Blue takes B.
Yep. Panda fighting in B, but he's taken out by Airwolf to secure Fire dominance in sector as they move out to C to claim their first point of the match, possibly.
even if they get that first point, you know, they're still gonna have to get that second one, and you know, there's not that much time left.
Quick countdown, or it would just turn into a classic CC, a countdown and a counter. Happens all the time.
It does.
Red team.
Countdown here. Oh no, another classic CC.
Counter.
Still, all these last minute counters.
Yep, they just swoop in and get it.
Sometimes it's that easy. All you have to just have some people set up and then, you know, hit that last minute counter. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
Blue takes A. Red takes A. Red team.
Tenacious Dave moving down the tunnel, awaiting the dash, looks down, collects his dash. Surprised he's still using wrist mount and not the in front. Assassin King really putting his name out there by assassinating Tenacious Dave with the deadly shots. Continues the name by taking out Joe Arthur. Oh, but he finally ended his reign by Tenacious Dave, inflicting his revenge for his earlier murder. But Flash continues. I'm sorry, I come from another cast. Knocks reign of power over the screen time.
Blue takes A.
His Flash moves in and about and all about, living up to his name with his quick, fast speed.
Score countered.
But Jill Arthur says no to that and takes him out.
B.
Looks like NOC is probably looking for this third point.
As you would normally, they want the point, but again, they survive 4 minutes, it automatically goes to them.
Blue takes B.
Or could we see Fire get 2 quick points and we see a sudden death?
B.
It could be
domination,
possible.
which would be very interesting to see what strategies they would inflict with a sudden death domination.
Incredibly rare, but once again, very possible.
You see Panda, once again, keeping NOC control over the screen time. They really don't want to give any of that to Fire. All cameras on NOC.
Red takes C.
His Flash,
Countered.
again, living up to his name with his quick, fast shooting.
2. 1.
And that is 1 point for Fire.
Could we see the sudden death possibly?
You know, it's certainly possible. I think Fire has the ability to do it.
3.
They've got fire in their hearts and they're ready to move.
Match.
Ah.
It's a good pun there.
Red takes A. First elimination.
Usually I'm not that very good at them, but Bulldog really is living up to his name by pulling out the big punch with 2 rockets and a dash. He moves into B to claim the frontier. Bulldog on B. Oh, and Panda ends that.
Blue team.
Panda is holding B for bamboo. How convenient. Oh, countdown here for NOC. Is this
And-
match?
oh,
ending?
last minute counter.
Oh, last minute counter. Is NOC. They can hold out for 2 minutes or get a third point, but all they want to prevent is Fire getting that second point and tying it all up.
Red takes A.
Then they'll really be in a knot.
Team countered. Red takes red team. Score.
Bulldog once
Another
again
point.
living up to their name with the big guns.
Countered.
Last minute
Oh.
counter by Flash.
The quick speed from Flash allows them to get that counter at sea.
Really living up to his name there.
Bulldog sitting on top of his platform, awaiting his prey to come out and play.
Red takes red team. Score.
He studies his dash, his Flash and Panda knock off 2 of his teammates. But Bulldog inserts Fire domination at B. How convenient for playing domination. But Assassin King once again sneakily sneaks up behind and takes out Bulldog.
Scores in 3.
He's moving down with another kill to his name. He really is the assassin of these Fire players. With a 4K now, he gets the countdown. But is it going to hold?
And that is
It
a
is
win
going
for
to
NOC.
hold. What a last minute move from Assassin King to claim the victory for NOC. Although I can see a lot of fire on red ping.
Yeah, there's a lot of red ping on Fireside, but they did a real good job despite the server disadvantage. So
Yep.
well done on both sides, and we've got Flash with 16,495 score. So it just shows that there's some massive button focus on NOC side. Doing a great job.
So I believe that's all correct as NOC win here 2-0. I
Yeah,
believe.
great job. Yep, NOC doing a great job at winning the payload, and then, Fire did a good job as well. They hit 93% on the payload, but NOC just
Quick shout out to Jill Arthur for gracing us with the Hyperdash mod.
yes, yeah. None of this would be possible without Jill Arthur. So definitely a big shout out to him, and shout out to both teams for a great game. So
It was a really good match, although NOC breaking away at the last second, removing all hope from Fire, as they thought they could counter it out with that first point, but they weren't lucky enough.
they really extinguished the fire there
They did.
in their hearts. So yeah, I want to thank all the chat for showing up, and thanks Boring for coming in at the last second to bring some entertainment to this match. So
It's what I do.
I think this is where we will stop the stream and check out the other matches that were going on today. There's a ton of great games going on this weekend. So lots of content, lots of tape to watch for all our players that are wanting to improve. So
Yeah,
we'll
make sure you go watch my cast especially.
exactly. Boring. He's one of the best out there. We will catch you all in the next match.